You have built cool things with Claude, applied to architect roles, and gotten nothing but rejections or silence. It is not you, it is your portfolio. Most portfolios for AI engineering roles look the same and fail to answer the one question hiring managers actually care about. Today, I will show you the exact framework top candidates use to structure their work, demonstrate strategic thinking, and prove they can deliver business value with Claude. Your portfolio is sabotaging you. These 3 hidden mistakes guarantee rejection. They do not care if you built a perfect AI model. They care if you saved the company. Imagine a recruiter sees endless technical features. Their question is always, so what? What revenue increased? Which costs fell? You must translate every technical choice into a business outcome. Clever prompts mean nothing without the dollar figure you generated. Think of your portfolio as a courtroom. Your technical concept is just evidence. But the verdict, the job offer, depends on the verdict you lead them to, the business impact. You must be the lawyer connecting that evidence to the outcome. Did your automation serve as a witness for saving $50,000? Argue that case. Your technical concept is a wall of code to a hiring manager. They don't speak that language. You must translate it for them. Don't show features, show the pain you eliminated and the money you recovered. That's the story they pay for. Your portfolio's job is to prove you solve business problems, not just complete technical tasks. Think about it from their side. That manager isn't reviewing code, they're scanning for business impact. Your portfolio must answer their one silent question: how will this save or make my company money? Technical execution is your ticket in, but the financial outcome is what gets you the seat at the table. Frame every project around that value. Recruiters see 3 shocking red flags instantly. You probably have them. You think of automation as simple tasks. The reality is, true impact comes from re-engineering entire workflows. Show a project where you identified a costly manual process, data entry, report generation, client onboarding, and built a cloud-powered solution that eliminated the bottlenecks. This proves you do not just use tools, you solve core business problems. Everyone talks about decision support like it's just dashboards. That's surface level. You must demonstrate Claude interpreting complex data to recommend a strategic pivot like halting a product line. This suggests you do not just report numbers, you architect the logic for critical business choices. This moves you from an analyst to a trusted advisor. Now, we move from strategic decisions to tangible execution. The key insight is that businesses do not just need analysis, they need better, more reliable outcomes at speed. What you must prove is that you did not just build a tool, but a system that significantly enhanced the caliber of work or allowed a process to operate at a previously impossible volume. Do not make the mistake of presenting another generic chatbot. Recruiters need evidence of scale, precision, and system-level thinking. Each of these 3 projects is designed to prove exactly that you can architect a solution to a critical, costly, and complex business operation. Your portfolio must show you can solve a class of problems, not just a single task. Claude recruiters see these 3 mistakes daily. You are probably making them. Begin with the business challenge they were facing. Describe the operational inefficiency or the missed revenue opportunity. Frame your entire project around that context first. This forces you to articulate the why behind your work, showcasing strategic thinking and immediately aligning your technical skills with tangible business outcomes that a hiring manager cares about. Next, move beyond simply listing your tools. For each architectural decision, articulate the trade-offs. Why was a serverless approach superior to containers for this specific workload? The pattern clearly indicates that hiring managers are evaluating your judgment. Explaining the why proves you can navigate constraints and design solutions that are not just technically sound, but strategically optimal. Think of your portfolio as a blueprint. A blueprint without dimensions is just art. By detailing the budget, deadlines, and technical walls you faced, you show you can build in the real world. This isn't about restrictions, it is about proving you can engineer a landmark within the confines of a city block. Numbers sell, but data gets you sued. Your portfolio is evidence, not a press release. The trick? Strip the figures of identifying context, use percentages, index numbers, or anonymized aggregates. You are not hiding your impact, you are proving you can handle sensitive outcomes like a professional. Real builders know what they have achieved, and they know exactly how to prove it without breaking trust. Your Claude portfolio is failing for reasons you'd never expect. Do not just list your final prompts. Expose the strategic thinking that made them work. Reveal the decision trees you built, the iteration pathways you rejected, and the specific chain logic that solved each layer of complexity. This suggests you do not just write commands, you engineer solutions, turning process into your most compelling proof of skill. Now, we reach the professional core. Your portfolio must explain the why behind every design choice. Did you sacrifice minor accuracy for massive latency gains? Articulate that calculus. Show you understand that every architectural decision is a strategic allocation of resources, proving you can deliver production-ready systems, not just clever prototypes. Ever wonder how you can actually prove your prompts are expertly engineered? The key insight is that the final prompt itself is almost meaningless. It is the evolution, the rigorous, documented iterations from your initial tests to your final production version that demonstrates true expertise. That's the evidence of a strategic, methodical thinker who can solve real problems. The pattern in successful portfolios is clear. They showcase the entire prompt engineering life cycle. What this means is you must document your exploration phases, failed experiments, and rigorous refinements. This narrative of systematic iteration proves you are not just writing prompts, you are solving complex, evolving problems with discipline and measurable progress. Your portfolio is failing because you misunderstand what we actually hire for. Here's the secret: your most powerful work comes from what you fixed. A perfect-looking portfolio feels unrealistic. But showing a project that nearly broke, and exactly how you diagnosed and rebuilt it, proves your true skill. Hiring teams aren't looking for magicians. They want architects who can navigate real complexity and lead a solution back from the edge. This is your moment to be brutally honest. That project where everything fell apart. Detail your methodical post-mortem. What signals did you miss, and what new guardrails did you architect as a result? This transparency does not show weakness. It demonstrates the precise analytical rigor and resilience that defines a true senior leader. Now, The absolute best portfolios go further. They do not just list a workaround, they show a failure and the critical thinking it sparked. What was the precise limitation that caused the issue? How did you diagnose the root cause? And more importantly, how did you systematically redesign your approach to prevent it? That is real-world engineering maturity. Ironically, your most valuable project might be your biggest flop. A polished success only shows you can follow instructions. Revealing a genuine failure, however, demonstrates you can diagnose complex systems, learn from real constraints, and engineer a more resilient solution. This intellectual honesty is what separates a hired technician from a trusted architect. Your portfolio isn't just wrong, it is making you look unqualified. Stop hiding behind confidentiality. A sanitized version isn't about masking data, it is about showcasing your problem-solving architecture. Do not just strip out numbers, reconstruct the logic. The key insight is that employers need to see your strategic reasoning, not the secrets. A powerful portfolio demonstrates how you think, not just what you touched. So, what does this look like in practice? Instead of stating you increased efficiency, illustrate it. Create a representative data scenario where a common bottleneck was identified and your system design resolved it. The pattern clearly indicates a methodical approach to optimization, which is what hiring teams are actively looking to verify in your experience. Now, let's connect that directly to confidentiality. You can discuss system architecture in detail, the logic flows, the integration points, the trade-offs you evaluated, all without revealing a single proprietary data point. What this means is your portfolio showcases sophisticated technical reasoning, proving you can design robust, scalable solutions that drive business outcomes, all while respecting client boundaries. Here's the key insight: by swapping financial data with simulated retail analytics, your solution's underlying data pipelines, transformation rules, and AI models remain completely valid. You are not just hiding names, you are preserving the entire architectural integrity of your work while demonstrating you understand how to apply these systems to any high-value domain. Shift from technical demos to business impact case studies. Structure projects to show your strategic thinking and constraints navigation. Document your prompt architecture decisions as proof of systematic expertise. Review your current portfolio against these criteria and identify one project to rebuild using this framework.